Hello, YouTube. D-Deckin here, and, okay. So, as somebody who has made a video talking about every single pick-a-gift that has ever been in Duel Links, I can say, unironically, ironically, that this is probably one of, if not the most ugliest, unbalanced, experimental hodgepodge of a pick-a-gift that we've had in an extremely long time. And I understand. I understand the reason for this pick-a-gift. The reason for this pick-a-gift is literally the same reason why this is also the very first pick-a-gift that we've had since the release of the brand new world that introduced Exceed monsters into the game. For people who... This pick-a-gift is meant for people who are picking up Duel Links for the first time because Exceed monsters are now in Duel Links. This pick-a-gift is for them. And if you're finding this video, or perhaps someone you know has just started Duel Links, I just want to say, I am sorry. I am actually sorry. This pick-a-gift is both trying new things, bringing back old things that didn't need to be brought back, and is doing a lot of stupid things that it does not need to do, but it's doing because it can, and unfortunately, new players are going to fall for a lot of the stupid crap in this pick-a-gift, and again, I just want to apologize to anyone who does. So, what do I mean? What am I talking about? Alright. I'm going to try not to take too long with this, but let's take this one step at a time. So, first thing first, 8 days, very nice. We've had 8 days for the last couple pick-a-gifts, cool. The last pick-a-gift was 8 weeks ago, so yeah, it's actually about time for a new pick-a-gift, cool. So, day one. Day one, let's talk about the most important thing that anyone who likes pick-a-gifts talk about. Gems. The past couple pick-a-gifts, we've generally gotten about 200 gems total for every pick-a-gift. If you pick every gem option, you get about 200. This now granted, that's also with only 4 options for gems, so that's 50-50-50-50. This pick-a-gift, you have 5 options for gems, but you're getting a grand total of 150, which, again, this pick-a-gift is for new players. Obviously, if you overload new players with more gems, they'll do whatever with that. You know, maybe they'll get more cards or whatnot, you know. And if they get more cards with that, oh, they won't spend money on the game and whatnot. Which is stupid, but, you know, it's for balancing reasons, and I can understand that, and, well, not balancing reasons. It's for, they want to make money. Whatever. I get that. So, but the thing I am fully against is something that they've stopped doing a long time ago, but they're bringing back for this, and I don't know why. So, day one, 20 gems, 10,000 gold. Now, right off the bat, that's not a great deal, but it's a better deal. And what I mean is, the idea behind a pick-a-gift is that every day you get one of 3 options. You get 3 options. And each option is meant to give you some sort of value that the other options can't get you. You pick that option that's best for you. Like, if you need gems, because, you know, gems are great and amazing, you pick gems. If you want this card, you might have to miss out on this item or this item, etc. And that's the idea. You know, you weigh your options. But I've been preaching this for the longest time, but gold in Duel Links has absolutely no value. Gold is used for one purpose inside Duel Links, and that's the card trader shop to get cards. That is the only value for gold. And the problem with that is gold is so easily obtained. You get gold from duels. You get gold from those little, like, treasure tokens on the duel map. You get gold from events. There are so many ways you get gold. But there's one purpose for it. Gems, on the other hand, gems are a bit more scarce to come by. But you can use them for so many things. You can use them by card packs, you can use them by boxes, and hey, and once again, if you drop money into the game, generally speaking, you get gems. So, gems have so much value. And yet, again, they were offering 50 gems to 10,000 gold here in the previous pick-a-gifts. They've dropped that down, obviously, which is cool. The problem with that is going down here to day 3, 30 gems, 10,000 gold. Which... The idea behind picking options is, you know, each item is generally supposed to be worth about the same thing, right? that way, if you're picking one thing, you're not really losing out too much because you're getting something of an equal value, right? When they do stuff like that, they're messing with ratios, you're not really getting your values worth. And even then, when you're comparing with gold, you're never getting your values worth because, in my humble opinion, after playing dueling for many years now, 10,000 gold is not worth 50 gems. 10,000 gold is not worth 30 gems. 10,000 gold is not worth 20 gems. 10,000 gold, in my honest opinion, is worth only 1 gem. If you want 100 gems worth of gold, that's 1,000,000 gold. Because again, gold has one value, one purpose in the entire game. And now granted, of course, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough gold, so I can't get this 1 or 2 cards from the card shop. Cool. You can buy card packs. You can make do without it for now. You can grind characters in the gate key for other cards. Like, gold is only valuable if you're just starting out playing the game. But again, there are so many ways you can get gold. It's not worth anything at all. One thing I can say about day 1, though, is the number of generic gate keys right here. For the longest time, this has been 2,000. The option is 2,000 gate keys. I don't think anyone really ever picked it because your options were either gold or not. Your options were either gems or skill chips on day 1. But nevertheless, I like the fact that they do actually bump this up, and I kind of hope they keep that because, again, there are very experimental things in this Pick a Gift that I do like. It's just everything else is just a complete cluster mess that it kind of can get lost. So I do want to point this out. I do like the fact that they do acknowledge that gate keys, they aren't as valuable much, so nah. And to be fair about gate keys, if you can grind off of the legendary duelist at the gate key, they have a chance of spawning, they have a chance of dropping 5 or even up to 15 gems at a time. So in all honesty, those 3,000 gate keys, they may not seem like much, but if you really put the work into it, they could get you more gems. Now, granted, the keyword there is work. So, right off the back, easy gems that are assured is a nice step. Gold's worth nothing. Gate keys, they're risky, but they could net you more. That's something to keep in mind. Day 2. Day 2, very straightforward. 200 rare jewels, 1 card. And the idea behind that is, if you don't like the card's a rare card. And generally speaking, if you have too many copies of a single card, you can actually convert that into the jewel version of whatever the card is. So for example, this is a rare trap. If you convert this, you can get one trap jewel and 1 rare jewel. To where if you use a lot of rare jewels, you can actually upgrade cards into glossy variants or even prismatic variants, which can net you more duel assessment points, which is very nice. So for day 2, if you don't like the card, you can get the option that can turn your cards into glossy versions, which can get you more points in duel assessments, which can get you more rewards. Basically, that's what that means. But something new for this Pick a Gift, and maybe going forward, is the inclusion of all these gate keys on the side. So I'm assuming that they are trying to put more of a focus on the dual gate from this Pick a Gift. With the 3,000 gate keys plus all of these, if you do farm the legendary duelists, again, you do have chances to drop gold. You have the chances of dropping nice cards. I'm guessing that's what they're trying to focus on, but unfortunately, because because this is all evenly spread out through every single day, chances are, the 1 or 2 you want aren't really going to be worth getting, considering you can probably get something else like gems or something else, which is kind of a shame. In past pick gifts, there used to be a day 9, a day 8 out of 9 or day 9 out of 10, where the entire day was literally, you get to choose between 3 element jewels, fire, water, earth, or wind, dark, light. You get to choose between one of those, and what's nice about that is if you didn't have as much as one of them over the other, you get more out of it. And something they've added more recently, in more recent pick gifts, is the fact that it does tell you how much of your stock you have of every single thing. For example, I have way too much gold. I don't need all that gold. Gold has no value to me. But now it tells you how much stock you have, so if we ever do get those kind of days again, it'll tell you, hey, you don't have that much of this item, you can get it now. And I do wish they brought that back. Spreading it out like this, that's a little ridiculous. just make this its own day. Like, add a day 9 and just stockpile these element jewels right there on that day. Bring that back. I actually missed that. That was actually kind of nice because, again, that's generally used at the card trader shop to get certain cards. You need to spend those element jewels, which, yeah, that would be nice. It's a cosmetic thing, but no, no one's going to pick those because of the other options, and that's a shame because these actually do have some value. It's just they're very niche. Once again, day 3, the gem gold ratio is completely messed up. Whatever. Day 4, gems are a card. So, let's talk about this too. So, Pick-a-Gifts in the past used to have some sort of exclusivity to their cards, right? Like, cards that show up on the Pick-a-Gifts were cards that you really couldn't get unless you used tickets for later on. Or they were duplicate cards that you can get from characters' level-ups. Like, when you level up a character, you might get like 1 or 2 copies of a single card, but you don't have any other option to get more copies. Sometimes Pick-a-Gift would give you that option to give you that extra card, which was nice. And oftentimes, Pick-a-Gifts used to also offer like exclusive cards that haven't come out in the game yet, which was also nice. The problem with all these cards, they've been featured in the game already so many times. And to a point where, here, I have 14 copies, I've got 3 copies, I've got 25 copies, and I've got, like, plenty of the copies. So, to, like, a casual fan, they're not worth it, and they'll easily come back up in other cases. Like, out of all these cards, the only one that actually has any value, to be honest. If you're a new player, then maybe Decoy Dragon. But I believe you can get this from just leveling up Mokuba in the Duel Monsters world. And even then, you don't need multiple of these because Mokuba already has a skill that'll let you like summon this card on the field already. So, again, it's not really a needed card, especially since there's other better dragons to run. The only other one that actually has any value is Rizbel here. And the reason why this one has value is because if this card is special summoned, you can target one phase of the monster and increase its level by up to 3. And with more and more Exceed monsters coming into the game in the future, this card, if used right, and, well, depending on how you use it, can easily get you monsters with multiple same levels, and that can easily let you perform more Exceed summons. So this card will rise in value, but in very niche situations. And I think a lot of that will have to depend whether or not they drop Emergency Teleport into the game or not. If they add Emergency Teleport to the game, this card will easily be will be the same thing as like a Gagaga Magician, where Gagaga Magician, you can change its level. This card, you can also change its level up to 6, because you can target itself. And I should probably mention that Emergency Teleport is a quick play spell that lets you summon a Psychic monster from your deck. This card's Psychic, bam, you have a up to level 6 monster you can Exceed summon into, and there are a lot of great level 5s, so this is also a great way to go into level 5, without needing to go Cyber Dragon, etc. So, out of all the cards, that's the only one with value. Otherwise, all of these are repeats, all of these are rehashes, nothing's new, and that's, again, a shame. Absolutely a shame. Like, none of these are, like, exclusivity cards. Like, maybe Decoy Dragon, I think, is a Mokuba level up card, but otherwise, nothing's new, nothing's exciting. And right here, rare card or super rare jewels. That's pathetic. Like, super rare jewels you get from, like, converting, get from converting super rare cards. And the idea behind putting a super rare jewel two super rare jewels next to a super rare card, or like Rizbel, is if you convert Rizbel, you're only getting 1 super rare jewel. Whereas with 2 super rare jewels, that's more than 1. So if you're getting Rizbel just to convert him, you might as well just get the super rare jewels instead, which, at that point, like, if you're comparing that with a rare card, though, then the super rare jewels obviously have more value than the rare card. Like, and that's something kind of sad. Like, it just put Rizbel next to the rare jewel, but you can't, next to the rare card, and make that balance, but you can't do that because then gems. Like, just cut out that gem and then add it back to the other ones. Like, it's not needed. Oh my gosh. Another thing that's worth noting is these skill chips right here. Now, for the longest time, skill chips in the Pick-a-Gifts, you can only get 3 skill chips, which I don't know why. Especially when they would compare skill chips to 50 gems, which, to be honest, skill chips did not have the same amount of value as gems, because gems are absurdly valuable. Like, they are way too valuable. But I do, again, much like how they bumped the number of gate keys here, I do like the fact they bumped the number of skill chips to 5, especially since during events where you're getting EX jewels, you can actually convert 100 EX jewels into 5 skill chips. Or I think 10 skill chips, actually, but 10 skill chips, sure. So I do like how they are bumping, they do bump them things up, but they're placing them in wrong spots and comparing them to wrong things that they don't need to compare to. Like, I would probably compare this actually more to the Rise Bell. Like, that would actually be a nice comparison. Like, actually no, like day 5, if day 5 was 2 super rare jewels, 5 skill chips, or Rise Bell, that would be a nice day right there, because that has about very equal balance of cards. So, it's kind of a shame. And day 8. Day 8, I make a joke about it being the hardest day of them all, but really, I really wish they'd do something different with day 8. Like, I know, like, getting a super rare card is nice and all, but why not have the option of, like, 1 super rare card, maybe 2 or 3 glossy rare tickets, and then maybe, like, 10 glossy, like, normal tickets. Like, make it different. Like, do something different. Like, which, granted, I know they're not going to, but they ought to. Like, just change it up a little bit. There are ways they can make this a little bit more fun and a little bit more balanced, but they're not doing it. It's like, if you look along this pick a gift, the best options are literally everything on the left-hand side. Everything in the middle and the right have no value, or just no point. And it's a shame, really. Like, and I kind of feel that, like, new players who see all these new cards be like, oh, new cards, I don't have that card. Ooh, should I get that new card instead of gems? Or should I get that new card instead of this? Or, hey, look, gate keys. I want to duel Yuma a couple times and get some go golems. Like, no, you don't. Just duel a bunch. You get these gate keys already. You can spend them willingly to duel him. You may not be able to get go golem on the first go, but there are farming decks online that you can look up, that you can use to then maximize how many rewards you're getting from Yuma. Or if you get an overabundance of this stuff, you can increase the multiplier so that if you only getting 4,000 duel assessments, it doubles the amount of points. So instead of 4, you get 8. Like, there are ways you can do this. And again, I'm kind of ashamed at this pick a gift. This is definitely, again, a very experimental pick a gift. Like, they're trying new things, like the gate keys here, and the increased gate keys and the increased skill chips. They did decrease gems, but that's fine. Like, here's the thing. This event does not have to give you gems. This event is giving you gems. That is a good thing, regardless of whether they're giving you less gems than normal or not. They are giving you gems. And that's a good thing. I don't mind that. But the only thing I ask for is just some balance, some means of saying, hey, this is equal to the same thing as this. If you pick this item, you may be losing this item, but you're getting something of the same value. That's the only thing I want out of the pick a gift. And again, clearly they're not doing this. But what about you? Do you think something on this list has value that I'm not seeing, or do you wish the pick a gift does something else? Just let me know in the comments, and honestly, just have a good day.